Welcome to my YouTube channel Learn Electronics. We'll have fun learning electronics. We will continue with our lecture PN junction diode. Today we are going to see a reverse bias of a diode, IV characteristic of a diode, forward bias characteristics and reverse bias characteristic of a diode. Finally, we'll see some specifications parameters. In a reverse bias of a diode, what we have to do is that a positive of the battery is connected to cathode N side and negative terminal of the battery is connected to P side. So it becomes a reverse biasing. So the diode is called as a operated in a reverse bias. Look at a diagram where the RS is a resistor which is used to limit the current through the diode. In next circuit you can see by applying reverse biasing we are increasing the depletion layer as p-type semiconductor materials holes will be going towards the negative terminal of the battery while electron from n-type semiconducting material they are going towards the positive part of the battery, hence increasing depletion layer. It is called as a reverse bias because the potential barrier across the junction increases, causing increase in depletion width. So as a result of this, holes will reaches to positive of the battery and electron towards the negative side of the battery. No new electrons or holes they are generated within a semiconducting material, hence the current due to the majority carrier stops completely. But due to small minority carrier, a very low leakage current that is flow through the circuit. In the reverse bias operation, diode will offer a very high resistance, few kilo ohms in the circuit. Hence, it works as an open switch in reverse bias mode. The important terms like breakdown voltage and PIV, peak inverse voltage, we will see in an IV characteristic of a diode. IV characteristic of a diode. The variable voltage with suitable steps 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 volt up to 1 volt is applied across the semiconductor device. The current flowing through it is measured. Then a graph of current on y-axis against a voltage on x-axis is plotted, which is known as a IV characteristic for that device. The operating condition, the resistance offered by device at particular operating voltage can be found out from this graph, which is very useful in electronic circuit designing. Now look at a forward bias characteristic of a diode, where a 2 volt battery is connected and it is applied a 0.1 volt, 0.2 volt up to 2 volt. The voltage is applied through the current limiting resistor across a diode. The step of 0.1 volt, it will be measured along the current flowing through the diode. The corresponding IV characteristics will be shown. You can see the IV characteristics where the current is starting increasing and it will rapidly increases from point A to the point B. So a voltage at point A where the current start rapidly increasing is called as a knee voltage of a diode. So this knee voltage will be 0.7 volt for silicon diode and 0.3 volt for a germanium diode. After the knee voltage, the current will rapidly increases irrespective of the voltage applied. By using Ohm's law, we can calculate the resistance of a diode below 0.7 volt at a point A, which is high 5 to 25 ohms, and above 0.7 volt at point B, which will be low as 1 to 3 ohm. So this is known as a dynamic resistance, or we can say value of a rectifier diode. This resistance is very small, so we can say this diode can be act as a open closed switch when we are operating diode as a switching. The dynamic resistance value is useful to select the proper series current limiting resistance to operate diode in safety current and voltage range. The diode is connected in a reverse bias when the negative of the battery is connected to P type and the positive of the battery is connected to N type, then it is connected to be in a reverse bias. Look at in a figure where a 10 volt battery is connected. RS is the current limiting resistor which will limit the current flowing through the diode, means protecting a diode. A milliampere from 0 to 500 is connected in series with a diode to measure a current in a diode. Look at a graph, we'll get a third quadrant graph where the current at the x-axis and voltage at the y-axis. We are getting a saturation current. So as voltage is increasing, still we are getting a current that is rapidly increasing. So very few or almost zero current flow through it, but the small amount of saturation current flows, which is because of the minority carriers available inside a semiconducting material devices. So this saturation current is independent of applied reverse bias voltage. So look at the graph where voltage is increasing, there is no contact with the current. As for that particular voltage, the current is rapidly increasing. So the voltage at which the current rapidly increases in a reverse bias is called as a breakdown voltage. So when the reverse voltage is increased further, the electrons on the surface of the crystal move towards the positive terminal of the battery. At higher voltages, this electron will have high velocity which can dislodge valence electron from crystal structure. So these valence electrons are now free electrons to move towards the positive terminal of the battery and will cause to dislodge more and more electrons. So this results in reverse current increases. This is called as a breakdown, and the voltage at which this situation occurs is called a breakdown voltage. So you can see in the diagram where we are getting a saturation current irrespective of the voltage, we are getting a larger current, larger reverse current. So that is called as a breakdown voltage at which the large reverse current occurs. And we have a forward bias characteristics where a new voltage from where we are getting a larger current. A second important parameter in case of a reverse bias characteristic is that a peak inverse voltage. So the reverse current after breakdown is almost independent of the applied reverse voltage. So the maximum voltage that can be applied to diode without damaging the junction under reverse bias condition is called as a PIV, or we can say peak inverse voltage of a diode. This is a very important term in case of a reverse bias of a diode. This important term leads to a specification parameter where we have several numbers of a diode 1N4001 where it have a peak inverse voltage of 50 volt. It can take a current up to 1 ampere. 4002, it will have a maximum reverse voltage PIV 100, can take a maximum current up to 1, and in this way we are having so devices that can take a maximum reverse voltage. So BY1226, it will take 650 peak inverse voltage, that is very greater. You can see the diagram of it where we are having BY127 where the cathode is indicated by a dashed line while the anode is indicated by a curvy line. The ring in the cathode side will indicate the cathode terminal in case of 1N diode numbers. Thank you for listening my lecture. Thank you.